Hey, Karen Jones here from The Heart Matters with this issue of Scrumptious Relationships. And we are talking this time about how to be happier, because that's what we all want, right? I mean, some people are wacky and they don't actually want that, but for the most part, most human beings, that's what we want, is to be happier. So here you are, you're in this relationship with this yummy man, you're committed. And by the way, this is only for women who are in committed relationships. So if you're not in a committed relationship and you're watching this video, cool. File it someplace for future reference, because I really don't want you doing this with the wrong man, okay? Do not do this with the wrong man. But once you've chosen someone and you're committed to the relationship, now is the time to do what I'm about to talk about. So in the beginning of your relationship with your scrumptious dude, first of all, you saw him through rose-colored glasses. I'm going to help you take a trip down memory lane here. So you saw everything he did through these rose-colored glasses. You thought he was wonderful. And by the way, every time he looked at you, what he saw back, reflected on those glasses was this version of himself that he really wanted to be more of. He was all excited about that. So, back then, you noticed that he was doing all kinds of things to make you happy, and you felt cherished, and you were really, everything was just, couldn't have been better, right? But then guess what happens? Life happens. Being a human being happens. And pretty soon you both have disappointed each other, and he's fallen off his pedestal and you've fallen off your pedestal, and now you both have clay feet. It's the way things work. And, really, to some extent, we can't even help this, because we are biologically wired to pay attention to what's negative, because that's how we've actually survived as a species. So the rose-colored glasses come off. Now all of a sudden, most of the time what you're seeing is what you don't like, what's making you nuts, maybe even worse. And because of that, he stops doing all the things that actually make you happy. So we're going to talk now about how to turn this ship around. And this is going to be simple, not easy. Because the simple thing is, you slap those blinders on, boom, like those horses on the track. That's all you're going to do, is you are going to focus on the things that make you happy. You may be pretty far away from this, and it might require your creativity, right? You may have to get very generous in what you define as something that pleases me. But that's what you want to do, because if you remember this, you're going to be golden. What you focus on is what flourishes in anything. So pay attention to what he's doing that works, that you like, that you respect, that you admire. Anything. Be generous. Blinders on. If something shows up in the periphery that you don't like, no. Block it. Pay no attention. You've got a habit at this point. We all do. You've got a habit where you're more oriented around, most likely, you're more oriented around seeing what's not making you happy. It is keeping you from being happier. It's keeping him from being able to feel like he can be successful with you. So just try this on. You'll be amazed. I have never heard a woman not come back to me if she's really taken this on and not said something like, oh my God, this guy is a new man. So take it on, but you got to be really consistent, because if you do it for a day and then you start bitching at him for something the second day, what's going to happen is you're going to be more feeding that habit, and he's going to be more expecting that that's how he's going to be seen by you. So you really have to be consistent about this in order for it to really create the magic, and it will be magical, and you will be happier. How cool is that? Anyway, try it on. Until next time, have a great couple of weeks.